We are joined by another guest in the studio. He is a poet, song writer, a filmmaker, and this is how we applaud. This is how we applaud when we do poetry. Why is that? Sorry, before you answer that question, Good morning, Kuda Rice.
Good morning, how are you doing?
Very well, thank you. Now, why is it that we do this? Why can't I just do this?
So it's a way to appreciate what the poets are saying without distracting them.
Or without making noise?
Yeah, without making too much noise so that they can keep reciting their poems. Yeah.
Oh, that's very
It's less distracting.
It's less distracting. Okay. Is this for like freestyle guys who come up? Is poetry like freestyle, or you have to really just write everything down?
Some people do freestyle, but a lot of the times people write stuff down. So let's say you have an experience that you want to express, a thought, a feeling, or whatever it is that you want to express. You go down, you write it, and then you go and you perform it in front of people.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Kuda, you are a NAMA award winner.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
How does that make you feel? And you know, I know the work that you put in. Some people be like, poetry, we don't listen to poetry. How does that make you feel being an award winner?
I think to be recognized at a national level is really incredible, if I'm being honest. I've always operated in what I thought were alternative poetry spaces. You know, these small open mics, and then once or twice I'll be on these like big platforms and everything like that. But to be recognized at a national level is something that means so much to me. It means that I'm doing something right.
You are doing something right. You are absolutely doing something right. And you know, coming from picking that award up, what are you doing for other people who want to be in that space?
So I think part of the thing that I said even when I was on stage is that this is a big move for even contemporary spoken word artists and the new age, and it serves as an encouragement that you should continue to express yourself in the best way that you know how to. You don't need to adjust the way that you articulate yourself or adjust the way that you want to express yourself. So I'm serving as a representation that it is possible to be nationally recognized as a young poet who's coming from the new generation.
That is beautiful. And you know, just looking at you, you look beautiful because you are a fashionista as well.
Yeah.
Tell us about your fashion side. What is that? What does it mean to you, and what it's all about?
So I love fashion, but it's all connected to storytelling, right? So I always collaborate with fashion designers and fashion enthusiasts to tell the stories behind their brands and their collections. Because I love fashion, I love storytelling. So I do think that fashion is one of the biggest art forms that also speaks about fashion. So this also speaks about different stories and different things that people go through. So
Beautiful. You spoke about how we should express everything that's going on within us. Societal issues, some of them are, you know, things we talk about, things we should not talk about, things that get us in trouble. Is there a barrier to say, hey, you know what, don't do this, or I just really want to just express myself? How do you manage that?
so one thing that I learned is that if a poet is not in trouble with his king, he's in trouble with his work.
Right.
So you should always try the best you can to reflect things truthfully and speak about what's happening in your society. And as much as I say that, there is a bit of sensitivity that you have to sort of kind of pay attention to sometimes. So trying the best you can to strike a balance, knowing that with my work, I can't explicitly express certain things. Certain things have to be implied by my work, but not explicitly expressed.
Okay. What is your writing process like?
So my writing process is different, depending on the inspiration. Sometimes it could come from a conversation that I have with a friend that sparks like a very interesting kind of conversation, right? And sometimes I could be walking around in town and I hear something in the background or someone mentions something. But a lot of the times I'm just very attentive to my environment and attentive to things that are happening around me, and I try to reflect and express those things.
Is it?
Yeah, and my work at the core is divinely inspired because I try the best I can to be a vessel that's being used by God to express whatever He's placing on me.
So that's good. So you're giving, I give off love.
Yeah.
So please love me back with a poem, real quick.
I can definitely do that.
Let's do it.
Okay. I adore your spirit's contour. Contort my doubts, reassure me that these feelings are for sure. A life of sailing seas I wash away on your shores to be secure. Secure my heart's form, no need for formalities. I'm familiar with your information from the four corners of the internet. Enter my net. I'm fishing to hook an intimate intertwining of our minds. Mine in my mind's mind and find the minerals that you need. Behind you, I hope there are no criminals or vouchers that will succeed. I am singular. You are singular. Let's be plural and teleport to Pluto. Dissect the philosophies of Plato. and discuss whether we should keep this platonic.
You've written that for someone else, so I don't feel
Come
special.
on, no, I recited
You
this
just
in the moment.
That's
how
beautiful.
I felt.
That is beautiful. Thank you so much. That is actually really quite inspiring. I mean, this talent that you have,
Yeah.
how are you using it to inspire other people? What words of advice could you give somebody who's probably not confident enough, or wants to also have that NAMA reward? What words of inspiration would you have for them?
So everyone has a story to tell, if I'm being honest. And you don't primarily have to focus on the mediums that you are seeing out there. You can always find the best way that you can to express the story that you have. It might not be through poetry, it might be through music, through fashion, whatever it is. So whatever you naturally gravitate towards, I do encourage you to just push yourself towards that and find a community of other creatives and other people that are like-minded, and you'll be able to cultivate your craft.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, everything that your aura, everything just speaks deep. You're like a deep person. Are you always kind of in that mode? Always, are you this person on stage and out of stage? Your personalities, do you have different personalities, and how do you manage yourself?
I do think that Kuda Kwashe does inform Kuda Rice, because there's the Kuda Kwashe who's like off stage. A lot of the characteristics that he has kind of inform the way that Kuda Rice operates, but there are slight differences, of course. There's the performative aspect of Kuda Rice, and then there's the less performative aspect of Kuda Kwashe.
Okay, so Kuda Rice, Rice is not your surname, is it?
I always have to explain this.
What is this name?
Everywhere I go.
Explain it to us, because I'm thinking, okay, Kuda Rice and Kuda Kwashe, these are two different people.
So it's actually my last name. My name is Kuda Kwashe Rice.
Kuda Kwashe Rice. So you just took out the Kwashe.
Yeah, I just took
Kuda
out the
Rice
Kwashe,
for your stage name.
For stage
That's beautiful. Lastly, what are we looking forward to from you in the coming months or the years?
So a lot of performances. I'll be putting together also some productions in the film space. I do have a poetry and jazz event that's coming up. It's going to be like a very beautiful event. We're planning for it to be a beautiful event, which is going to be a beautiful fusion of poetry and jazz. And people are going to be talking about, really wonderful things and amazing things, yeah.
Where is this event taking place?
So it's happening at Naka Gallery, which is corner 9th in Livingston, and that'll be on the 5th of April. So it's going to be featuring myself and other amazing poets, Mazitati Guru and Tadanaka, and different other poets as well.
Yeah, how do you pick your artists? Or do they come and say, I want to perform?
Or we just pick people that we naturally
randomly
gravitate towards.
And this is an event that's carrying on, or is this the first one? Or is
So it's the first edition, and then we're going to see what we're going to do with it afterwards.
Okay.
If it's something that really goes well, then we'll have like a second edition afterwards.
Excellent. How much is it to get in?
So a ticket is $5. That's a pre-sale ticket, and then on the gate it's $10.
$10. So we need to get our tickets now.
Get your tickets
Where do
right
we
now.
get our tickets?
So you can reach out to me directly on any of my platforms, right? So it's Kuda Rice across all platforms. Or you can go to Naka Gallery and also collect your tickets there.
Okay, perfect. Kuda Rice, thank you so much for serenading me with that beautiful love poem.
No problem.
Looking forward to your event.
Yeah, thank
and
you
I
so
hope
much.
it works out, and we can actually have a lot more of that.
I pray so
And
too.
congratulations for your award, by the way.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Excellent.
Konapo, ipapo.